Hi, this is Rian from Must Be Noob. In this lab guide, I'm going to install and configure Checkpoint R81 Security Management Server in Oracle VirtualBox. This lab guide is a third part of the ongoing lab guide series on distributed deployment of Checkpoint R81. Till now, I have deployed Security Gateway on top of Gaia operating system and configured the IP addressing of Security Gateway in the last lab guide. For this lab guide, already I have created one virtual machine with the name MBN R81-MGMT. In that VM, first I will install Gaia operating system, then I will complete the first time configuration process to install Security Management Server on top of Gaia operating system. Let me show the lab topology which I'm going to use in this lab guide series. This is the image of that lab topology which we are using. We have completed the configuration of Checkpoint Gateway, we have assigned the IP addressing, and now we want to deploy Checkpoint Management Server on top of Gaia operating system. Let's go back to the Oracle VM VirtualBox Manager. Let's add the settings of this virtual machine. Let me click on System tab. You can see the assigned memory to this virtual machine is 6 GB. Let's click on Processor tab and let's assign 2 CPU core for this virtual machine. Then I'm going to click on Storage and let's mount the ISO image of Checkpoint R81. Perfect. And then I'm going to click on Network. On this VM, we have only one network adapter. Fine. You can verify that. Let me click on OK button to save the changes. And now I'm going to start this virtual machine. Let me maximize it. And we need to select the first option to install Gaia operating system on the system. Let's select it and hit Enter key from your keyboard. The installation process is going to be the same which we have seen earlier in the past lab guides. Here, we need to select OK and press Enter key to continue with the installation. Select keyboard layout which is going to be US in our case. Let's press with the partitioning. 50 GB for system root partition and again 50 GB for logs and remaining 91 GB for backup and upgrade. Let's press with the password. Select OK and press Enter key from your keyboard. Let's specify the IP address for the management interface. Remember, we have only one network interface on this virtual machine and we need to assign the IP address 10.2.21.2/24. 10.2.21.2 and the mask is going to be the same 255.255.255.0. I'm not going to assign the IP address of default gateway, so let me clear it. Select OK and press Enter key. Select OK and press Enter key to start the installation. The installation process has been started successfully and now you don't have to interact with the installation wizard. Once the installation process is completed, it will ask you to reboot your virtual machine. The installation process is completed. Now we need to restart this server. Let's select Reboot and press Enter key from your keyboard to reboot this virtual machine. Let's log into this Gaia operating system using the username and password which we have set up during the installation. It is telling us that in order to configure your system, please access the web user interface and finish the first time configuration wizard. And for that, I'm going to use a Windows 10 virtual machine. Let me show you the IP configuration. The IP address assigned to this virtual machine is 10.2.21.10. And the IP address which we have assigned to our security management server is 10.2.21.2. Both virtual machines are in the same network. Let's check network connectivity. 10.2.21.2. Press Enter key. As you can see, we are receiving reply from that IP address, so we can confirm that both VM can communicate with each other. Let me close it and let's double click on Microsoft Edge web browser. Let's type https://10.2.21.2. This is the IP address of Checkpoint Security Management Server. Let's press Enter key. Let's click on Advanced and click on Continue as we are seeing the error related to self-signed certificate. Let's sign in again. Remember, this is the username and password which we have set up during the installation process. Click on Login. Click on Next. You can verify that platform is OpenServer. We are going with Continue with R81 configuration as a deployment option. Click Next. See, already we have seen this process in the last few lab guides. The process is going to be the same. We are not going to change the IP address of the management interface. Click Next. Let's assign the hostname. I'm going to give the hostname ambient R81-mgmt. And also want to assign the DNS server's IP address 8.8.8. Click Next. Next again. Next again. And this time we need to clear the checkbox in front of Security Gateway as we are going to enable Security Management Server component on top of the Gaia operating system. So make sure you have selected Security Management. Click Next. Here you need to set up the Security Management Administrator's password. You can use Gaia Administrator as a Security Management Administrator, or you can create a new admin account with the password for Security Management Administrator. I want to create a new admin account, and that's why I'm going to select Define a new administrator. Let's give name mgmt admin. Let's specify the password. Okay, and hit on Next. We are not going to specify any GUI management clients list. As of now, we are going to use any IP address. Later on, I will create a separate lab guide to configure GUI client list for security management. Click Next and click on Finish to start the process. Click on Yes. This will start the configuration process. Are you sure? Click on Yes. Right now it is verifying the configuration part, then it will start the deployment of security management component on top of the Gaia operating system. Okay, configuration is completed successfully. Let's click on OK to close this. Perfect. This is the Checkpoint R81 Gaia operating system web interface. We can see the information about the kernel, addition, build version, and system uptime. So at this point, we have successfully installed Checkpoint Gaia operating system in Oracle VirtualBox, and we have also installed and configured Checkpoint R81 Security Management Server component on top of the Gaia operating system. In the next lab guide, I'll download and install Smart Console Dashboard in Windows 10 Virtual Machine to manage our Checkpoint Firewall. Thank you for watching. See you all in the next lab guide.